Welcome back to the Courtroom Advocate channel. My name is Miriam. Today we are going to talk about sibling rivalry. How far do you think it can go? How bad can it go? So I observed a matter in court about sibling rivalry that was very concerning. This was a matter that I was not directly involved in, but I followed it up because I thought it was quite an interesting case to observe. So there was this young boy, about 9 years, if I get the age right, and he had been brought in and charged with causing grievous bodily harm. This young boy had taken paraffin, actually gone out of the house, bought paraffin with money that the mother had left, came back home, poured the paraffin on the sister, the younger sister, who was about 3 years old, took a matchbox and lit the sister up. It is only neighbors who came to rescue the young girl from the screams. But also when the boy realized that the sister was on fire, he did also call for help, but the damage was already done. So I was concerned, and I really wanted to know exactly what would drive a young boy of 9 to those extent, just even the guts to walk from home, buy paraffin, take a matchbox and light your younger sister. How bad can things be? So I followed the case and I wanted to know exactly what happened. So this young boy, apparently when the father had died, and the mother remarried. So the stepfather, when the mother remarried with the stepfather, they got this other sister, the younger sister, the 3-year-old. But unfortunately, the stepfather did not like the boy at all and showed favorism to the younger child, outrightly, and mistreated the boy. So the boy was really hurt and he really felt left out in this family. And he could tell stories of where actually the stepdad would bring a sweet only for the sister. This is a child. He doesn't understand even why someone is treating him badly. So it got so bad, and the boy admits that the jealous drove him to do what he did, and that's when he came up with a plan to actually burn the sister. According to him, if the sister disappeared, his life would be okay, and maybe he would get some attention and some love from both of the parents. So this was quite a heartbreaking matter. All this time, the matter actually took almost 3 years in court because nobody knew what to do with this young boy because even he didn't even seem to understand the magnitude of what he had done. In the meantime, the sister had really bad burns, to a very high degree, and for the longest she was admitted at Kenyatta. And the mother said, I cannot concentrate with the boy, you deal with the boy, take care of the boy, I need to take care of the girl, because she was admitted in the hospital for a very, very long time. So as the matter proceeded, the mother also said she did not want to even relate with the boy. And maybe I would also understand her, the pain of every day being in hospital with a child who is really in pain, with high degree burns and so on. So as the matter continued, one of the things that the council who was handling the matter did is that they offered counseling. Well, we had a court-stationed counselor who dealt with such matters, and the counselor kept on counseling the boy and also counseling the mother, because the mother had already developed a really bad attitude toward the boy. So there was a lot of counseling for the boy to understand whatever they did was wrong, and how far can you go even with jealous and so on. And so with time, the matter proceeded. There were so many hearings. It took very long for even a hearing to start, because it's calling the mother to come testify against the child. The young girl also could not come to testify in court for the longest. And the general feeling was that this is a matter that should be settled out of court, because what can you do to this boy that will offer us justice to this young girl? So with time, with counseling, they started accepting the boy and also dealing with the trauma. The young child was also being cancelled, but the mother kept on saying she needs more time and the boy needs to be away from the family. And there was general agreement that yes, the boy needs to be away from the family to offer the mother and the sister time to heal and to accept what was happening. The unfortunate bit is that when all this was going on, the stepfather disappeared from their lives. Actually, I think for him, he found the whole situation very hard to handle. This is a child admitted to hospital, the other one is in custody, and the guy disappeared, you know. And actually, when you think about it, he was the cause of all this. Of course, also the mother should have intervened in this situation, but this is an adult who had set a sibling against the other sibling. So the question is, how far can sibling rivalry go, you know? I know we talk about adulthood, but I think it can really go far when it comes to children. And it is for us as parents that we do not show favorism among our children. We should treat our children fairly and also be alive, you know, that also children have feelings, you know. Children also have their brains, you know, and when you drive them to a corner, they can do the unimaginable things. So in this case, if the father had only shown a little love, a little consideration for this young boy, this case would not have happened. The matter would not have happened. The girl would have been okay and safe. But unfortunately, that is what happened. There was a lot of favorism in the family, and the boy felt very neglected. And so he just wanted attention, you know. And when children want attention, if you don't give it to them, they will go to the very extreme to get your attention. For this boy, all he needed was, for 1 minute, stop thinking about my sister. Could you think about me? For 1 minute, could you bring me just as sweet as you bring to my sister? Could you hold me as you hold my sister? And so forth. So for me also, it's calling the adults. When you marry a woman who already has another child, it's a decision you're making. You're taking up responsibility. Please love that child. Show some consideration. And if you cannot love them, don't harm them. It is very wrong that you have come to a child's life and all you bring is harm. For mothers who are getting married, for women who are getting married and they already have children, please talk with your spouse before you get married on what you expect and how they should treat your child. You as a mother, you are the one who is going to set the standard. So if your man comes home one day with a sweet for his child, you know, his biological child, and does not bring to this other child, it's up to you to call it out, and call it out early. Don't let it become a habit. Don't let it be part of the life, because this other child is getting affected and traumatized by their behavior. Thank you for watching. Look out for the next video.